Welcome to the Victory Formation Lounge podcast, a pro football concentrated podcast that discusses NFL games week to week.
Yo, welcome back.
What up?
The Victory Formation Lounge podcast. First of all, we'd like to apologize that we didn't have a week 5 preview. We had a turn of some personal events that we were forced to cancel that episode, but we still all had our picks in and et cetera, et cetera. So we still have a way to review the games that surpassed. So as always, we're going to go around by introducing ourselves. Tony. Cool.
Minos from the Niners.
You're on mute.
You're not figuring it out.
Your thing is muted. You're
This man is muted. And he went on Predator camouflage.
Pull up gang signs.
Quick, Philadelphia Eagles, be on the lookout.
Ebro, we them boys.
Ball so hard, University.
Mr. Jack,
Sorry.
Patriots Nation.
What you sipping on, Si?
Ball so hard, University. Rex repping for the Baltimore Ravens. Winners eat chicken, nigga.
He's drinking a Seagram's cooler.
All right. Week 5 just
I think
surpassed.
I have a white claw in the fridge.
Yeah, feel free, yo. It's Victory Monday. It looks like everyone, for the first time since we've been doing this show, is in the winner's circle. We have no losers den this week. So we're gonna start off with, I guess, myself.
Oh, we have winners. We have winners and we have winners.
Oh, wow.
Some of us barely made it.
Damn,
Like who?
a lot of us barely made it,
Like
actually.
the Ravens, like the Colts.
Yes,
A win's
Yeah.
a win.
that's it. Well, Philly too, actually.
Wins a win.
Let's not go there. This is
Philly
good.
too
Philly
barely
route,
made it.
man.
But it is what it
We
is.
blocked that field goal.
It is what it is.
Oh.
We'll get there.
Alrighty. So
Yeah,
as you know, the
it's Friday.
Thursday night game was one of the worst displays of football since the season started.
Now, since the Sunday night game with the Broncos and the Niners, because that shit was disgusting.
That was also, it was definitely, it could go toe to toe with that one.
And Broncos are going back on primetime on Monday.
Yeah, man, they need to cancel that.
That's
Yeah,
right.
man.
they didn't flex it.
I'm surprised we won, but I guess I'll take it. I don't know what to say. It was trash. Like, the only good thing that came out of that game was our defense and our kicker.
Ball away.
So it was one of the worst offensive line displays I've ever seen since the Andrew Luck era. Matt Ryan looked like Carson Wentz. I guess from the offense, I think the only positive things I could say I saw was Alec Pierce played pretty well. And then who else? I guess the third and fourth string running backs did okay, considering that some of them didn't really practice this year. But yeah, it's very disturbing. I will say this though: the rookie left tackle, after getting destroyed for like the first 3 quarters, stepped it up in the fourth. He did okay for his first start as a rookie, but I can't say that for the rest of the line. So he gets a pass because this is his first start as a rookie. So he was thrown into the flame without really practicing as a starting left tackle. He did his thing in the fourth quarter. But bruh, it's I don't know, man. What you guys want to add to that one? That was a terrible performance.
Only that Jeff Bezos, he should give everybody in the continental United States Amazon Prime for free for at least a month after that game.
I mean, if you say that, then NBC needs to do the same. I just don't think Broncos should play on prime time. It's just terrible. And they have another one on Monday night. So it's like, dude.
I went to sleep, so I'm glad I missed it.
Yeah, I guess I guess for the Broncos, the only bright side you could say was the DNs were on fire. Yeah, I'm trying
Browning
to think.
and
Who else.
Chubb, they were
Their running game was okay, but
The
the thing is
DNs
that
were the running game. Yeah, I guess it was okay.
Their running game was okay. It's just,
okay.
bruh, their offense. I don't know if it's Russell Wilson.
Russell played terrible.
It's
Yeah,
like, and Richard Sherman, he got Richard Sherman pissed off. Like, he's like, yo, where's
he had PTSD.
Yeah, no, Richard Sherman got pissed because he was like, "Yo, where is what's the name? Marshall Lynch." Like,
Yeah,
dude,
I saw
run
that.
the freak. It's like the same thing from the Super Bowl.
All
Run
over
the
again.
freaking ball when you're,
Yeah.
But
I don't know if he goes to the coach and says, "Yo, I could throw it. Let me just take the shot."
But there was a player open.
Yeah,
the
they
coach-
could have won that game.
It is.
the
Hamler
coach-
was
the
open.
coach
He
threw
missed
him under the
Hamler
bus.
wide open.
Yeah.
Hamler was
Hamler
open.
ended
That's
up
why
crying. He was crying. after the
literally he
game.
was pissed. he slammed his helmet.
Their DNs were on fire. Unfortunately, one of them got injured, Browning. But him and Chubb
Browning,
were
yeah.
feasting. Him and Chubb were feasting.
Well,
Right?
to be fair, the coach. Well, a couple of things.
Well,
Firstly, the coach threw him under the bus in the post-game interview. He said Russell had the option to pass or run the ball. He chose to pass. So that's on Russell. That's number one. Number two, it came out a couple of days ago that Russell actually has a partial tear in his shoulder, his throwing shoulder. So that might be part of the reason for his performance. Hold on, I'm just telling you the facts, honey.
Go ahead.
Don't blame me. And then thirdly, with regards to Jeff Bezos, that game cost him $73 million. So I don't think he's refunded anybody or given anybody free anything anytime soon. It cost
He needs
him
to get a
more money than it
refund
cost
from the
us
NFL.
He needs to get a refund.
He's paying $1 billion. So
he's probably making it back
But
based
I
on
would
how many
say
viewers.
Alec Pierce has potential to be something special.
Yeah, I agree. He definitely since he came back from concussion, he's shown some dog. So hopefully,
Yeah.
I hope this offseason we just put in a shitload of picks and just go get a quarterback and then take it from there.
Are you guys gonna do a firing sale before the trade deadline? Like what the?
I hope they
Panthers
start
might be
trading
doing?
some of the if the opportunity presents itself, I'd do it. I'll pull the trade. Like I trade Ryan Kelly.
You know, you're on mute.
No,
Oh, I know. I'm watching the Yankees
Oh, okay.
game too, so I'm trying to yell.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I'd trade if the opportunity came, I'd trade Jonathan Taylor for like a first round pick or a second round pick if it came.
Jonathan Taylor. I don't think they would.
Yeah, I would. Where are we going?
Naheem, I would trade Naheem.
Where are we going?
Nobody's giving you a first round pick for a running back.
Nah, because the reason why I wouldn't trade Jonathan Taylor is if you're going to go for a quarterback, you need a safety blanket, and Naheem Hines is not your safety blanket.
Yeah,
It's probably gonna be-
we'll just draft another running back. He might not be Taylor, but he's a second round pick for
You
running
got
back.
Taylor. You need any quarterback, any good quarterback needs an experience. Any rookie quarterback needs an experienced running back.
I'm just saying if the opportunity presents itself, because look, people are willing to pull the trigger for someone like Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
So if something like that is presented, I'll take it. I mean, but I'm not the GM. I'm just saying if I was that type of guy in the GM booth and someone came from Jonathan Taylor, like some people are now trying to come for Christian McCaffrey, I'd do it.
Nobody's giving you a first round pick for a running back.
Probably not, but I'm just saying.
You might get probably the highest you get is a fourth.
Maybe
You might
second.
get
Nah,
a
you can get a 3.
or a 2.
I think you get
You
a
might
two.
get a 3 or 2.
I think you get a 2. You can get it. First, I don't see, but a 2. I think you can
A
get
2,
a 2.
I think you can get a 2 if he's young.
Yeah.
You get a 2.
Yeah. I think Taylor is
with
25 or 26, so he's still very young.
With how much bruising he took last year, I don't know if a 2.
He didn't take a lot of bruising last year. What are you talking about?
Nah, he did a
season.
lot of pounding. He had a good season. That's what I mean. He
I think it's like the workload as far as
the work.
the
That's
usage.
what I'm saying. The usage,
Yeah, but
because when running
So
backs
running back,
have such usage, usually the following
They decline.
They decline. Yeah.
But realistically speaking, knowing Chris Ballard and how stubborn and not as risk taking as he is, he probably wouldn't do it. But I'm just saying, if I was in that position, I'd probably, if the opportunity came, I would.
You got to think of the fan base too, right? And selling tickets. You can't just be
exactly.
blowing up the team.
But I'm just saying, like, if we were to get if we were to trade the farm for like a top 3-4 quarterback, that's not going to change the fan base.
Oh no. Yeah, if
Yeah, in that sense,
who's
that's not
going to
gonna
give you a
change.
top?
I'm
three
thinking
quarterback?
in that sense. I'm thinking in that
Yo,
sense.
hold
They're
on,
trading
hold on,
Shaquille,
hold on,
bro.
hold on. Everyone, can we just pump the brakes a little bit? This is the Colts we're talking about. You're gonna get that shit without trading anything. You're picking top 5, my friend. Let's be real over here.
Whoa,
You
the
want-
I don't
division
know
is
about
weak.
that. I don't
The
know about
division
that.
is weak.
Look how
Nah,
bad we're
dude.
playing right now, and look at our record.
Houston,
And there are
because
teams
Houston
that are
could
still
even
below
pick
us.
before them.
Yeah, look how
Yo, we've
bad
only
we're
division
playing
is
right
played 5
now.
weak,
games, man.
Was that?
Tennessee is
The
not
division
that
is
good.
gonna run up and down, you guys. Like, I don't think, like, I don't know how many more of these games you guys have in you.
Yeah, that's true. But
Anyway.
I think at the same time, depending on, so they're doing, according to the press conference today, they're doing some real surgery on the O line. So if they can even get like somewhat better, it doesn't have to be great, but somewhat better play, we can still win the division just because of how bad the division is. Like,
Let me ask you a question.
yeah,
Would you rather be this team that is not so good and keep skating by and winning games and then end up with like maybe 9-8 and make the play and get blown out? And then
no,
you get
I would take the top 5 pick. I would take the top 5 pick. Yeah,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. So like,
yeah.
if you're going to celebrate these barely wins, for lack of a better term, then you have to know that on the back end you're just going to struggle again for another year.
Yeah, as a fan, I agree with you. But realistically, if you think about it from a management standpoint, the GM and the coach are fighting for their job. They're not going to tank. Think about it that way. They're fighting for they know if they screw up, they're gone. So they're going to do whatever they can to try and win as many games as possible.
And
they
I
know
can
if they
tell
at
you-
least win the division, they're not getting fired. So think
can
about
tell
it
you
that way.
five-
Not as a fan.
We'll just get fired next year.
I mean, but their
If they win the
players.
division, they're not getting fired. How are they going to get fired if they win the division? If they
Next
if
year.
they don't,
I
if
said
they
next
don't
year.
win, huh?
Next year when they start 0-6 because they have nobody.
I don't
the
believe
thing
they'll
is
get.
this,
I think
even-
the only way they
Anyway,
get
I'm
fired.
just messing with you.
Yeah, the
I'm
only way
very
they get
sleep
fired is
deprived
they
and
don't
very
win the division.
agitated. So.
Because we know if they don't win the division, they're not going to the playoffs. So if they don't win the division, yes, they're gonna get fired. But if they win the division, unfortunately for us in the fan base, we have another year of these guys.
I could honestly, even if you guys don't make top 5, I could see the top 5 picks next year all picking quarterbacks.
Yeah,
It's just-
but I think
unless maybe the
Steelers.
unless
just
the
going
Saints
with this
tank-
trajectory,
yeah,
if we don't pick
yeah.
top 5, we're definitely picking top 10. I say still trade up.
I think
Trade up.
Chicago
Trade
might
up.
even pick a quarterback in the first round if they tank.
I don't think they'll give up on Fields just yet.
Nah.
I'm hearing,
And even if they do that,
Bryson
I
and,
can see us going to trade for someone like Fields because he's still like kind of on that
he's
rookie.
still kind of he doesn't have
And
anybody.
I know
to throw to.
Ballard
Yeah, I think-
was
I
really
think-
into him, but he didn't want to take the risk of trading up. He actually really liked Fields.
I
So
think
I
they
can
can
see
draft.
Cooper
They
Rush,
can
man.
draft the quarterback
Or-
and trade for Justin.
Just
Or
trade
y'all
for
can
Cooper
just go
Rush.
get Jimmy Garoppolo as a
Huh?
free agent.
Who?
Cooper Rush, man.
Yeah, go out. Cooper Rush.
That's not funny.
Stop. It's not
Cooper Rush, man.
That's a great segue to go to the next game since you're actually next on the list.
Okay. I was going to say something though before you.
No, go ahead. I'm
Before you
just
get to
playing.
these
Go ahead.
clowns.
Go ahead.
Do you think there's a possibility that Matt Ryan gets benched for Nick Foles at some point?
Why would
Or
you
it's
do
probably
that?
going to be injury.
If I would have benched Matt Ryan, I'd play Sam Ellinger. Because we
Why
know who
Nick
Matt
Foles?
Ryan is, we know who Nick Foles is. Sam Ellinger is he's like basically a rookie playing now. So
Yeah.
you want to see what you have before you trade. I wouldn't go to like the old players that we know who we don't know who they are in this league. With him, he's more of like a project. Play him because you have nothing to lose.
But wait, isn't Foles better in that system? Doesn't he know that system
Yeah, because
inside
he
out?
knows that system.
Yeah.
But
Frank Wright.
it's not about. I don't think you understand what I'm saying. Like playing Foles, you still have a limited ceiling, right?
But what I was saying is,
the fact of the matter is, if you're benching someone like Matt Ryan, it means that you've given up hope. Now you're just seeing what you have.
oh no, but then
I wouldn't go to
not
Foles.
even that,
I'd go to
but if
Ellinger in
you're-
that sense.
If you're
you're trying to win games. The coaches are
you're
fighting
trying
for
to
their lives, right?
Yeah, exactly. If you're trying to fight for your job, you got to go with what you
Yeah.
know.
Realistically speaking,
Well-
I don't see them doing that. But we'll see.
On the right side,
I don't
on the
see
bright
Frank
side,
Reich.
Yeah.
You don't have to bench. You don't have to bench Matt Ryan. Your O-line is gonna get him injured, so you don't have to worry about
I know. I know, dog. So, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see what this so-called position evaluation with the O-line is, and we'll see if it's salvageable. I don't see it being anything great. I can see it being. There's like what we've seen. It can only go up. So I can see it improving. How much better? We'll see. But ideally speaking, I would love the scenario Rex painted, that we just shit the bed and end up picking in the top 5 based on what's going on. But I mean, we'll see.
Hey, but
Our division is
I worry about new coach and new QB combinations too. New coach, new GM, new QB. I worry about those combinations a little sometimes, man. There's too many new things.
Those are better because like you're coming into the organization together, so you're figuring things out together versus new coach versus a seasoned quarterback like what Denver's going through right now.
Go tell that to Matt Rule.
Yeah, and even Matt Rule. Yeah, exactly.
Who's going to get paid for the next 3 years to do nothing?
Because it's better to come in.
He's getting paid for 4 years.
But if he gets picked by
a college team or something,
college, part of the money goes back.
Yeah. Oh, I would be sitting on my ass not doing a damn thing for 4 years.
Yeah, that's how he could pull a John Gruden. Just go around and just give talks, and then Las Vegas continues to pay you. Like I'm gonna go around the country and just bash the NFL and ESPN, and then they just gonna pay me. That's what he's doing right now.
Yeah. But anyway, enough of that garbage of a game. Let's go to Dallas at Los Angeles. Mr. Number One Cowboys fan, how you doing? What's going on there, guy?
Yeah, we played the defending Super Bowl champs in their house.
You had to go there, huh?
Well, I mean, they are the defending Super Bowl champs in their house.
It ain't their house, man. It's nobody's house.
It was probably filled with Cowboy fans.
I was going to say that.
It was a home game for us.
It's
everybody else's house.
Yep.
Yeah. But it was a good game. It was a good game for our defense. That defense has been playing at an elite level. I'll probably say, other than the Niners, that defense is probably top 2. They've pretty much carried the Cowboys this last 4 games. I know people have been mentioning Cooper Rush.
Hey, put some respect on my man Rush's name, bro.
Bro, no, man. That defense,
don't worry, he's coming to Indy.
Hush your mouth.
He's getting
you said you respect him. You just said you respect him.
I respect it, but hush your mouth.
Nah, it was good. They were geared up right off the bat. Strip sack, fumble, return for a touchdown.
Wow.
Armstrong, like the second play, blocked a punt. We got it in their half. Got a field goal. So we're playing from ahead. I mean, Kellen Moore, I'm impressed because he has a tendency to just, let's pass it. And this time he was like, our defense is killing you guys. I'm not going to put Cooper Rush in a position to mess it up. We just run the ball. Just run. If we don't get anything, punt. But we finally got something on the ground with Tony Pollard. He broke one after Cooper Kupp burned days for a TD. But Matthew Stafford had nothing. Like he was harassed all game. Again, Aaron Donald got our rookie a couple of times, man.
Bro,
that guy is still a beast.
He was clutch for me in fantasy. I loved it.
He was a beast. But it felt like the passing of the torch because Donald did his work first, second quarter, and then Michael Parsons finished it off in the fourth quarter. It felt like a passing of the torch. But other than that, this was the first game I actually thought we missed Dak. Like we really missed Dak, and it was like, all right, Cooper, thanks for all you've done.
Is he coming back this week?
We need Dak now. We don't know yet. We'll find out tomorrow in practice if he's able to spin the ball like Jerry says.
Oh, I have a fun quiz for you guys.
Yeah.
There are 2 quarterbacks in the NFL who have thrown 5 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, and been sacked 21 times. Can you tell me who those 2 quarterbacks are?
Matt Ryan and Carson Wentz.
Nope. You got one?
Matthew Stafford.
Matt Ryan and Matthew Stafford.
Wow.
Yeah, they actually their line is very synonymous to ours, if not
They
worse.
have a weak line. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
that's
actually really
probably
bad.
The interior
they
is
have a
like
bad
backups.
really
They
bad.
have-
Yeah, with what we're retired and it all fell apart.
I dare say
Not
there's-
only that,
interior.
but they don't have. They're not really drafting right now because they're
and I
giving up
dare
their
say
draft
theirs
picks
is
for
worse
whatever.
because they can't run the ball at all.
But yeah, I don't think they've invested in running the ball at all.
They don't really have a running back. I mean, their running backs are not that great.
And then he also wants to throw deep. They want to go deep. I don't know why.
Mm.
If you have a
I
bad
came
O
to
line,
that conclusion this week. Like, yo, their line is low key not so.
You don't have a scrambling. Your quarterback is not
That
as
is
mobile
hard.
as he used to.
Yeah.
and it's like
and then you only have one receiver, pretty much. Allen
Rush.
Robinson is not being
he's
used.
banking. He's just banking.
Skoronek is serviceable.
Oh, they need to stop that. Why are you using him as a fullback? Like,
You got to generate offense, man.
man, that's like disrespectful to linebackers, man.
That's
Why
not
are
a
you-
running. That's not a running team, though. That's the thing.
Duh, if your wide receiver is a fullback, how are you going to be running the ball?
Shit, man. We put what's his name? Juwan Jennings as a fullback once.
Oh, I think I remember that.
Yo, how did that work?
We sent.
He said, "How did that work?"
I mean, I think it was what 2 weeks ago. It didn't work out too bad, but I mean, shit. Kyle does all kinds of crazy stuff. McVay tries to be like Kyle. I mean,
Yeah, doesn't
we
work.
put Trent Williams as a tight end and put that motherfucker in motion. How did that work? He almost
Yeah,
killed
Pretty
it.
cool. That was pretty cool to see.
yeah, it was.
I mean,
It was.
I would have been crapping my pants if I was on the end, like watching that coming at me full speed.
Yeah, he cracked somebody, man. I remember that play.
Yeah.
I mean, when I watched the slow mo, the only thing I could think about was the sound that Bobby Boucher made when he was going to hit a motherfucker.
Nah, but the last point I'll make is just Michael Parsons is a beast. He pulled his groin mid second quarter or third quarter, and I thought he was done for the game. But he just came down. He just came in for passing downs, and still ended up with 2 sacks.
Like my man Rex said, like yesterday, you might be like the new LT blood.
All right, let's not compare.
You
it.
know the division
Oh
we're
my
in.
God.
Giants
There
fans
we
don't
go.
like any
don't
comparisons.
compare it to No.
You don't
Why
mention
not?
LT
Why
in
can't
our
we compare him
division.
to LT?
You
Why
cannot.
not?
You cannot.
Can you
In our
elaborate?
division,
Why not?
You don't mention that name. Man.
LT is on a whole different level. He's
No.
getting there. He's gonna get
He
there at
is.
some point, but
He
he's
is.
In his
not.
first
I
two,
respect.
closest we've
That's
seen,
by being
right?
a Cowboy. I respect him, but
in
this
his
dude,
first 2 seasons,
what LT did in his first 2 seasons, I don't think this guy has done it.
No,
yet.
he did more. Parsons has
He's
done
actually
more.
done more.
Yeah,
That's
Parsons
what
has
I'm
done
saying.
more.
Parsons has done statistically, he's done more than LT in his first. I think a lot of us sometimes get drowned
In
by
LT's first season, though.
First 2, yeah.
First 2
LT didn't.
seasons.
He had like maybe 6 sacks his first season, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
But then again,
and also the game was different. I mean, they
exactly.
That's what I'm
back
saying.
then,
He was
they
the
didn't
first of
pass
his
the ball that
kind.
much.
they didn't. And like game, what you call it, planning was not as intricate for a player like him at the time. Whereas now, all these, he was a trendsetter of that position. So now it's there, the league is better at. If he were to play today, his numbers won't be the same.
Yeah.
He'll still be
mean,
good. He'll still be a great.
Hold on.
No, he'll be
I
good.
don't like doing those like era comparisons because we don't
The rules
we don't
were
know
different.
if LT would have had the pass rush moves that Parsons has, because LT was more just strength and a few moves here and there,
and
but he was just stronger than everybody.
quick.
Parsons actually has
quicker than
moves.
everybody
He
too.
was quicker than everyone. LT was
Thank
very
you.
fast.
No, yeah, I get that, but I'm saying like Parsons has he's like Allen Iverson on the line. He's like pop,
Yeah, but
we don't know if LT could have done
the
that.
reason behind that is because after he set that trend, the league started to better prepare for things like that, which forced players of that nature to develop moves like that. Being the
I
pure
agree.
athlete he probably would have had to learn that too. So there's a chance that he probably would. Would he be as efficient as Parsons? We don't know. But I don't doubt that he would be able to have moves. He didn't need them because he was the first of that kind. But then after the league adapted to it, it forced players to not just do that, but develop moves to counter what the league prepares you for. So
I don't know.
You know what I'm
I think LT would have been better in this era because look at his numbers in the run heavy era, right? with
True.
all these
That's a good
quarterbacks
point, too.
throwing
That's a
the
great
ball
point, too.
so many times.
That's a great point too. Yeah.
Yeah.
LT
Yeah.
was he was just stupid. And
That's,
fun
yeah, he
fact,
was.
and
He
fun
was.
fact, he was a
He was.
busboy for my dad.
Word. Nah,
Yeah.
that's a very good point because in that
Yeah.
era it was run first
It was
heavy,
run
and
heavy.
he still had like dumb like sack.
Yeah.
sack totals.
Crazy numbers.
You're right. That's a great point.
Playing against like a Wentz, LT, oof. He would be setting records.
Yeah, man. But
yeah, that's it.
I don't think it's outrageous to compare him. I mean,
No, I
at
don't
the end of
think
the
so.
line, you're just saying
Yeah.
he has the potential to become.
He's the one that
He
looks
is.
like LT.
Yeah,
the
we're not
most.
saying he is yet, but like where he's going and how he's headed, I think it's a fair comparison.
Yeah, I think so
You
too.
know, just like people used to compare Aaron Donald to Warren Sapp. Aaron
Right.
Donald currently now he's better than Warren. It's not even close to me. Warren
Yeah,
Sapp was a
no,
killer too. Warren Sapp
Yeah.
was a killer, but nah. You know, so let's see. Barring any injuries, God forbid, we'll see how it goes. But
Just praying for that groin to heal. We need him this week.
yeah. Any additions to this one before we move on to the Battle of the Birds?
This guy's pretty good too.
Yeah, he is. He's leading the league in sacks with somebody else. I forget who.
But he probably won't play this week.
Oh, he's hurt. Shit.
How many sacks does he have?
I think he's got six or seven.
6 or 7, yeah.
But he has
Parsons has 6.
He left the game.
Also, he's tied with Parsons. I think there's 3 people with 6.
Yeah,
No
he
pun
left the
intended.
game with groin tightness towards the middle of the third quarter.
Okay.
I don't think Baltimore's whole defense has 6.
I
I feel you,
mean,
bro. I feel you. Anywho, all right. So, Battle of the Birds. What's
Yes,
good
sir.
with Philly and Arizona?
Yes, sir. Philly pulled it off. I mean, as much people honestly, in my opinion, I think there's more that we could have done in terms of like, well, now I'll start with the offense. I mean, on the offensive side, I felt there were too many screens. And when Arizona's defense was able to adapt, I was expecting them to like shift and like have Jalen throw down the field. He didn't get a lot of throws down the field. The O-line, if you know, on the left side, it felt like there were injuries. Like at one point, Landon Dickinson had to leave the game. And Jason is a trooper. Jason Kelsey, this dude had a sprained ankle and he wrapped that bad boy and came back in and continued the game. And even his backup played pretty well. So, I mean, the O-line was solid. I just feel like they didn't get the ball to AJ a lot. It's probably an area that I would say they need to improve, and they will improve because, I mean, Nick is going to have them boys ready. On the defensive side, once again, JG relaxed. It's like in the second quarter, I don't know how Kyler Murray was almost made a comeback, but for me, I think they allowed too many chances because it got to a point they also started doing screens, but they're doing a lot of jet sweeps. I think the Philly defense left the middle open, so that's how they were able to take advantage. Like he was so afraid of JG's always afraid of getting beat deep, but I feel like he should have taken his chances and dropped one back and tried to attack them on the line. I don't know if because of Kyler Murray's size or something, but it was hard to take him down. I think they only had one sack.
That dude is hard to tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if, but thanks to I mean, special teams came through. Special teams came through. The kicker, I mean, I won't. If the Eagles don't protect him this week, somebody's going to scoop him up from the practice squad, probably Arizona.
This week.
Because
we might have our best episode yet, but we'll get to that later.
We're not going to talk. Today's Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
But nah.
You cannot lose to this. If somebody walks to your stadium wearing this shit, and you fucking lose, retire.
But this is the same person, not only the outfit. This is somebody who's sliding on second down and then spiking the ball on third down. And it's like, dude, didn't you know you didn't have any timeouts? You know,
is the new Call of Duty out?
He didn't.
The
study-
new Call of Duty came out. Actually, it's a new map
Oh.
that came out.
He didn't. I was just about. He didn't
Came out
study
on
the
Friday.
scenarios.
It came out on
Game
Friday.
analytics weren't quite. He was analyzing how to bomb the next.
Mhm.
Can I ask you a question?
Uh-huh.
Who was covering Hollywood Brown?
Honestly, Slay held him down, but the
Did
touchdown
he
that he
though?
scored.
Big play
Wait.
Slay?
Hold on. Big play
The
Slay.
man had 154 yards though.
It wasn't 154. Hold on. It was? I gotta check it.
I
again.
think
gotta
so.
check.
He said,
I
"Hold
could be wrong.
on."
Hold on.
He said,
Why
"Hold
am I
on."
defending Slay?
Nah, I mean, that's most of the big plays that he had, Slay wasn't covering him. Because like even the touchdown that he scored, it was TJ Edwards, which I'm like, dude, how you gonna put a linebacker on a speedster? And he had him in a grasp where he should have just slammed him, but it's like
He broke a couple of
he
tackles.
just broke a couple of tackles on that one. Yeah, exactly. I was like, dude. But I mean, back to the field goal. It looks like it was a blocked field goal, even though, I mean, it looks like the field goal was blocked. Because at first I'm like, dude, how are you just gonna kick it all the way to the left? But when I went and looked at the replay, I was like, I think Milton Williams may have tipped it. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, I think it was tipped a bit.
All his field goals and warm-ups, when he was hitting them, they were just shanking off to the right.
Yeah, so that's the thing too. I was like, dude, how are you gonna let this guy kick a field goal when he was already missing
Shanking him.
shanking him? Yeah. But I mean, overall, I think it was a little bit sloppy, but Jalen Hurts has a lot of fire. He's not satisfied. I mean, he said it himself. He doesn't like the whole 5-0 thing, and I think we're gonna make some noise this weekend. That's all I gotta say.
Oh boy.
I mean, the stadium's going to be loud.
Where is that? Where is the
stadium
game?
will be
Where's
loud.
the game?
It's gonna be loud. It's gonna.
Oh, it's in Philly. Mino,
it's
he's
in
gonna
Philly.
be there.
Sunday night.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there.
Give us some.
You gotta give us some footage
in-person
when you're there
info,
on the thread.
man.
I got a Phillies playoff
Just
game
record
on Saturday.
the
Eagles
record the
game.
fights, man.
Word.
That's one game that I told my wife, I'm like, yeah.
I didn't watch any. Unfortunately for me, I didn't really watch any of the afternoon games. I was all over the place, but I did see the highlight of the field goal. I saw y'all were shitting yourselves on the sideline. That's how I knew it was close. But
I mean, but it would have been
there. A
It
win
would
is
have
a
been
win.
to go to overtime, right?
Kyler
Yeah,
Murray,
it was
when he
overtime.
runs,
That's what
man,
it
with
was.
his little
It would've been
hands,
a win.
just
Speedy Gonzalez. That's what
Nah,
he looks
he's
like.
quick.
He looks like
He doesn't
Speedy
have
Kyler
Gonzalez.
Murray.
hands.
Was that?
Kyler Murray.
He doesn't
He's
have
quick,
little
yeah.
hands.
He's
small, but he
quick.
doesn't
That's what I'm
have
saying.
little
With his size,
He's got choppy strides like Speedy Gonzalez.
it's like
Because if
watching
it wasn't
Me Man
for his
running
size,
from Johnny
yeah.
Knoxville.
If it wasn't his size, you probably would have gotten a couple of sacks on him. But
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
I
probably
wonder
taller
why
than
they
all
don't
of
be-
us here.
They might be
Like-
interesting when what's his face comes out of
Hopkins?
suspension.
DeAndre Hop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I
what's
wonder-
quiet as kept, Rondale Moore has been injured. This is like his second game back. I think he had a decent game. So with the three of them, I don't know. It might be too late, but their offense might open up a little bit more.
How
We
many more
lost
games
three.
does
We
Hop
lost
have?
3 running backs though.
Kyler Murray is 5'10", dog. Like,
Yeah.
5'10", I mean,
he's taller than most of us here. We're
Yeah.
talking like he's like 4'9" or
Yeah.
something.
Hey, I'm
Hey,
5'11" in my hunting boots, all right?
Oh my god.
not me, but I mean,
Yeah.
Kyler Murray. Yeah, that's the thing. And his O line is not that great. He just did a good job in the second half getting rid of the ball.
Well,
I'm
his
surprised they
O-line
don't call
also
any,
doesn't know where he is. And this man
What?
is so far back, he gets blurred.
What were you saying about? You're
I
surprised
was
they
saying,
didn't call,
I'm surprised they don't call any like designed runs for him.
like RPOs?
Yeah, kind
They
of like
tried
Jalen
to.
Hurts. they have like at least 4
You
or
have
5
Yeah.
design.
Yeah.
Be able to do that.
Hurts is built like a running back though.
Yep.
Nah,
Kyler
Hurts
is one
is-
hit
Hurts-
and
that
Kyler
dude is
season is
lifting
over.
500 pounds, man. You can't. That's a whole different ball game.
Yeah.
Just a couple to slow down that pass rush,
No,
Mm-hmm.
you're right. Keep them honest. Yeah.
Yeah, they just couldn't. Like, there were times when I thought they were going to get a sack, and then he just breaks away. I'm like, dude, like, come on.
Anyway, enjoy the
it's gonna
victory. It's a good
change.
one. It's a good one. 5-0. The only team that's undefeated, right? Or is it another one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
for another. Yeah, and then after this week, well, anyway, we'll get to that.
All right. Okay, let's move on to the Detroit Lions at the New England Patriots. That nice
Pop
donut.
Kelly.
Shout out to my man Beaver
Friday.
Soldier Sai.
Yes.
I told you I wouldn't pick against you, so I got this pick right.
I got it right.
Yeah. We all pick Pats, okay?
Who did?
I switched up at the last minute. I missed that.
Nah, I didn't even see this game. I was actually I thought it was gonna be a real high scoring game, but you go ahead.
This is a throwback game for me, really. It's like, okay, this is what I'm talking about. This is how we need to perform. And the fact that they had the old school logos and the Minuteman painted on the middle of the field, that was also a treat. But anyway, Bailey Zappi, he completed 17 out of 21 passes, threw for 180 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception.
Wait, he threw for 180 yards. That's it.
188.
So that means it was just a straight defensive.
There's more than
Hold
Cooper Rush.
on. Before you get too excited, he threw for more yards than Cooper Rush.
Oh,
Yeah. Cooper only threw for like 100.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and I think he even threw for more yards than Lamar Jackson.
Cooper's defense helped him, man. That's what it is.
But the difference is your score kind of reflected that, Rex. Your game didn't go above 20. They're at 29 points, which means anyway. Let him finish. Like I'm actually curious. I didn't watch the game. That's why I'm
Defensive touchdowns.
defensive, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I figured. Yeah. Okay.
Let the guy talk, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, let him talk. Like, give him the floor, man.
Yeah, Nick Folk, he got most of the scoring for us with the field goals and whatnot. But the one offensive touchdown that we got was who was it? Who was it?
Wasn't it a running play?
Okay, man, it's okay.
I think it was a running back.
Let me just back up between.
I knew Harris got hurt. I don't know if he was hurt by then.
If Damian Harris, he got hurt. I mean, he left during the first half with a hamstring injury, and I don't think he'll be back next week for the Browns game.
Well, maybe it was Thompson. Was it Thompson? Was the other? Who's the backup? I think it's Thompson.
Is it Stevenson?
Stevenson. That's what I mean.
Stevenson. He had a career high with 151 yards that he rushed for. And then let's see. Kyle Duggar. He returned a fumble, 59 yards for a touchdown. And let me talk about him right now. He had to miss.
He has such a dope name.
Zappy. Yeah, he had
Duggar.
Zappy sounds like a laundromat or like a dry cleaner spot. But yeah.
Actually, yeah, you're right. It does, Anthony.
But the Eagles have a kicker named Dicker.
That's the backup kicker, though. This Mr. Dicker.
He had a fumble, some botched exchange.
Oh my God, Sai's about to lose it, guys. Let him go.
Yeah.
What's it called? He had a botched exchange with Stevenson after that fumble, and he also had an interception. He was trying to pass it to Nelson Aguilar, but then Deshaun Elliott, he came in and just picked it off. And then Aguilar, he got sidelined with a hamstring injury during the second half. Now, Matt Judon, he had a pair of sacks on Jared Goff. And I think Belichick, after that Super Bowl 53, he's got the playbook on how to beat Jared Goff. But, that held Detroit's top-ranked offense. They were like the number 1 overall ranked offense coming in this game. But it's like our defense exposed all their holes. Also, Detroit, they didn't have their running back, DeAndre Swift, with them. And also, DJ Shark, their receiver, he wasn't there. And our defense took advantage of that and stopped the Lions 6 times on 4th down. The holes in Detroit's offense, they became very clear when they drove deep into our territory late into the second quarter, and they made all kinds of mistakes. Also, who was it? Jack Jones. Yeah, he had an interception in the end zone to help us set up for a field goal during the first half that helped us take it to 16-0 before we led into the break. This is what I was talking about. This is what I was needing to see for New England right here. I mean, yeah, it was defense driven and they held that offense to 0 points. But for me personally, this is the morale booster that I needed in regards to my team. Now, as for will they play next week against the Browns, we shall see. But as far as Zappy goes, I'm not going to make no more comparisons to like the whole Bledsoe Brady thing again, but I will say this. If he keeps playing the way he does, Mac Jones may have to fight for his job.
Did
I don't think so.
Amon St. Brown play for the Lions, or is he still out?
Who?
Amon St. Brown, like their
he played.
number 1 receiver.
He played.
He played.
Oh, okay.
I think he played. Yeah.
That's even more
Just-
impressive. That's even more impressive. Okay.
Anyway, I was gonna say I don't think Mac Jones is gonna fight because whether you like it or not, from last year's draft class, Mac Jones is still the best quarterback from that class. He's the only one that went to the playoffs. He's the only one that consistently played well all season. So it will take a lot for him to lose his job. Zappy would have to be putting up like 5 touchdowns a game, no picks, like perfect passer rating to take his job. This performance, even if you keep winning, is not gonna take. It's kind of like
it's like game manager type shit. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not. Nah. So his job is not. It's not unless Belichick is like losing his mind. Like his job is not under threat in my opinion.
I don't know.
But you might be able to trade Zappy for some value.
Maybe like a first round pick, maybe or something. But
Huh?
Calm down.
A what? A what?
Calm down.
Yo, you
Nobody
was
is
that
happy he's gonna take a first round pick.
I'll trade our kicker for that man.
he gets lower draft choices. You know that.
Yo, this is the craziness. The teams that are not typically winning, they start winning, and then this one over here is talking about he's mad that they're going to lose top 5 picks, and this one is talking about there's a QB coach. There's none of this is happening. The Colts are going to pick top 5. You guys are going to finish 8 and 9. Like,
wow,
come on.
That's awfully generous of you.
What'd you say, Zach?
I said that's awfully generous of you. 8 and 9.
And the Eagles are gonna come back down to earth. Like it's
the Eagles. They're gonna win their division. I can see that.
I don't know about.
I can't read that division yet.
I don't think so. I can't call that division.
Giants.
I think injuries down the line will play.
The Giants will
factor
take
in
it.
that division. Yeah. So it's so close that something drastic has to happen in that division for things to kind of sort itself out. Because it's awful close. It's a race, and it's so early in the season. You know, we haven't even had any injuries yet, and those things are all inevitable. So we'll see.
Of Stephen A. Smith.
Look at it this way. The Giants are doing this with no receivers. The Cowboys are doing this without their quarterback. The Eagles have their full arsenal. If they lose a player or two, we don't know if they're going to be the same. At least we know the Cowboys and the Eagles, the Giants can stomach like adversity. We don't know what the Eagles are going to do yet, so we'll see.
I gotta correct you. To some extent, they have good backups. Honestly, Eagles
Who has
have
good
some
backups?
Eagles. They have some backups that will actually be starters on other teams. Like somebody like Nakobe Dean, he hasn't even played yet, and he's a legit starter if he was on some teams. And I could mention every position apart from tight end. I could pick a player that could step in and cost a lot.
That's what they were saying about Miami. Tua went down, and now Miami's reeling. Like you don't know till it happens. So I don't know.
Yeah, you got. I mean, every team faces adversity, right?
Yeah,
it's coming.
No, you will.
Yours might be coming on Sunday.
Eagles faced it. No, I don't think so. But Eagles faced it. They faced it against Arizona when the left side. That's why a lot of the sacks and the rushing went towards the left. Anyway, it's not about the Eagles right now.
Anthony, to answer your question, what's it called? Jacoby Myers, he got the touchdown. I had the
Myers.
Oh, okay.
Myers.
Nice one. Okay, nice. Now that was a very impressive performance by y'all, man. Shout out to y'all.
Bill Belichick.
Very Bill Belichick-esque.
And it was in our home field too.
Yeah,
So
it's a very.
I think it was even more impressive because Detroit has been the highest scoring offense in the league so far, and you shut them out completely. Like that was very impressive.
That's very it's so Belichick because it reminds me of like the Colt eras would come into that stadium with like the hottest offense in the league and they'll just straight.
Wait, the game was in New England.
Yeah.
He had their playbook. Oh god.
They probably had cameras in the locker room.
Fuck off.
They probably had cameras in the locker room.
Makes sense. It makes sense now.
The jokes write themselves.
Oh shit!
It's coming from the Cowboys fan. That's what
Our last home game. Think about that.
Anyone else want to add to the New England Patriots victory?
I didn't see the game, but I was surprised when I saw the score. I was like, "Damn, Detroit!"
I was surprised too. I mean, I had them 28-25, another close game.
Right.
I had them blowing out the Patriots. I'm like,
let me ask you this: is anybody else on this platform playing the Lions this year?
Yeah, we played.
These guys are.
Go ahead and ask Bill for their play. All right.
But I won't be surprised if the Lions.
On to the Sunday night game. The Ravens at Cincinnati, right?
No, Cincinnati at Baltimore.
Oh, Cincinnati at Baltimore.
Wait, you didn't do the Niners, or?
What did I skip?
No, they come after.
Yeah, have them down there. Yeah.
Oh, but you skipped to Sunday night. That's right.
Yeah, the order was messed up, but yeah.
The Niners can go first if he wants.
I think the Niners should go first because they got a coach fired.
You did get a coach fired. That's messed up, man.
Hey, might as well. Minos, go ahead.
He got a coach fired.
Didn't I call it earlier in the week too?
You did. You
Yeah,
did.
you did.
I give you props. I didn't expect it because of his contract, but you called it.
And before I say anything else about the damn game, ban that field turf bullshit.
Yes.
For sure.
I'm sick of it.
New York.
Daniel Mosley out for the year. Nick Bosa groin issue. Yeah, it's stupid. And the only reason that Robert Tepper put it in there is because it's cost effective. Well, look at your dumb ass now. You're paying a coach for 4 more years, bitch.
Easy.
Going to the game, man, it was just kind of like the week before against the Rams, just an all-out domination by my defense. My offense played great. Shout out to Tevin Coleman for coming back and balling.
Mm-hmm.
We gave up the most points we've given up all year at 15. And, yeah, it was just great. Jimmy was efficient. Jeff Wilson was running between the tackles. Our offensive line held up with, a lot of backups. But then again, it is also the Panthers. They're poorly coached. And Baker sucks.
Quarterback.
Christian McCaffrey is going to get killed until he gets traded. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, and our kicker's hurt too. But Nick Bosa, man, I hope he's not going to be out for a while because he's just an animal.
Yeah.
Kinlaw and Armstead not being there, and he's still just making people look foolish. Samson Ebukam is dominating. He's going to get paid this offseason. Charles Omenihu.
That'll be his second contract, right? That'll be his third contract.
Third, because we had signed him to a 2-year deal from the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
Omenihu was balling. Marlon Mack just got released, but he's going to be on the practice squad.
I saw that.
Yeah, I mean, Mosley was playing lights out all year. That's going to be a big hurt, but the only thing that kind of lessens it is we got Jason Verrett coming back. I would say Jimmy Ward would be coming back, but he got hurt on the opening kickoff. He broke his hand. So he's probably
back. He's just not catching picks.
It depends on what type of break it is. They still haven't done the I don't think they've done the full evaluation to see, because if it's like one of those breaks like what Patrick Willis had years ago, he could wear the club.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, it's not like he catches the ball anyways. But the couple plays he did play before he was pulled out, he played more of like a drop-in type of linebacker. We played with 3 safeties, and Jimmy was roaming, and we put Hufanga a little bit more in coverage. And he showed he could play more in coverage than he does down on the line. Other than that, I got nothing left. I mean, it was just a great fucking game. I was, at a strip club watching titties and watching the game. It was beautiful.
Word.
A whole lot of round objects in your face.
Hey, and
are you guys in first place?
And unlike Tom Brady's footballs, these were inflated.
Oh.
Sorry, dog. Excuse this episode, all right? You're good, dog. We're not trying to pick on you guys.
Hey, Tom could join us. I mean, apparently he needs some time away from Giselle.
No comment. But yeah, I get you.
Are you guys in first place?
Yeah, 3-2, baby.
Division leaders, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. They've given up a amount of points. I think it's us and the Cowboys that have only given up like 61 points all year.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, the Cowboys are the only team that have not given up more than one touchdown per game this
Per
season.
game. Yeah.
You guys were with them until I think Sunday.
Yeah, I mean it was garbage
Wait,
time.
hold
Nah,
up.
both
Didn't
defenses.
Bengals scored more than one touchdown though.
No, it was only one touchdown.
No, they only scored one touchdown.
Yeah.
So it was all field goals.
So is Hurts gonna throw the one touchdown, or is he gonna run the one touchdown on Sunday? Never mind, we'll talk about that later.
Guys,
I'm
stop. This is not the time. It's too early. Let's talk about game reviews. Man.
I am gonna be stoking this fire all week, FYI.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. I'm so excited for Friday.
Why are y'all talking about Friday? Tomorrow's not promised. Man. Come on.
Tomorrow's not promised. This
I
guy.
promise to you, Eagles.
God.
Y'all just trying to hype the fire. Like, dude, relax.
It's
I'm not
cool
even gonna
though.
talk
You
anymore.
home.
I'm
You
not
should be
even gonna talk.
confident. What's going
I
on?
know, right?
I'm not even gonna talk anymore, man.
You home. You
It's not
5-0.
Friday.
Fly Eagles fly, dog. Lincoln Financial, blood.
Why
Man,
don't y'all
it'll be
pick the
rocking,
Cowboys?
man.
Y'all just pick the
It's-
Cowboys and keep it moving, man.
It'll
It's
be
the-
rocking on
you know,
Sunday.
Yeah, I said I wasn't gonna say anything about
Look at
about
you.
Sunday.
Come on.
Anyway.
Lure them in, baby. Lure them in.
I've seen a lot of Cowboys.
Y'all trying to get me to push.
Oh, really? Already?
Yeah,
A
I've
lot of
seen a lot of
Cowboys
Cowboys.
do
I've seen a good amount of Cowboys wins at the link.
All right.
It's
All
been a
right.
Oh, I
good
thought you
man.
said
Wait, but
Cowboys.
I just wanted to know: is it Dallas week?
Yeah, it's
In
Dallas
Philly?
week.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Dallas week, and the Phillies are in the playoffs, and the Phillies won.
Oh.
Yo, can we talk about the 49ers? Anybody else got
Shit,
something that you don't want to host it?
Even the murders have chilled out.
Damn.
Even the murders have chilled out.
Yo, Mans is shook, yo. I'm shocked.
This man said even the murders because Philly is a death zone, man. They out here just murking people left and right.
Oh, and I forgot to mention this thing, man. We took over the Cardinals Stadium. Man, that was crazy. That's a takeover.
I was surprised about that one though.
That's a takeover, not the
But
one
Eagles-
what happened
yo,
in LA.
Half of the Eagles fans that I tailgate with, that's their vacation destination is Arizona. So
Oh.
if Arizona's
There
on
you
that
go.
calendar, they're out there. They do.
Oh.
And I think you get a lot of the LA folks too. That because I went to an Eagles bar in LA and it was crazy. Like I think a lot of them.
LA is Cowboy Central, man.
Nah, I mean LA is Cowboy Central.
Where is it?
Cowboy
Where is
Central.
it? Where is it? Cowboy Central, yo.
Not in Philly. You crazy?
DC.
In Philly, they call
South Jersey.
a Philadelphia native that is a Cowboys fan is actually nicknamed a cockroach here.
Damn. Damn.
And here they called NBD. In DC, they called
NBD.
NBD. Never been to Dallas.
Oh yeah. I've heard that a few times. Yeah. All right, let's move. Sunday night game now, I guess.
Sunday night. Okay, sorry, my bad.
Yeah, so first of all, I want to start off by saying, so last season, after Joe Burrow threw for 1,000 yards on us in 2 games, and they were like just mauling us and beating us all over the place, his confidence had really grown. So the post game interview after the second game, Burrow was talking about how if you play cover 2, he'll kill you underneath, and if you crowd the line, they'll beat you over the top. So it's a pick your poison thing. No regard for the fact that we had like 9 million injuries and nobody was out there and they were just balling. So our defense really took it to heart and were like, yo, we got to show this kid what the deal is. So we took away the over-the-top plays for them. Jamar Chase was locked down by Marlon Humphrey for most of the game. FYI, Marlon Humphrey has not given up a touchdown this season. Very impressive. Also, in the postgame, Marlon Humphrey said something that made a lot of sense. He said the thing about Joe Burrow is because of how last season went at the beginning of his career, he genuinely believes that his receivers are better than your DBs. So no matter what's happening, he's going to launch it because he just believes that they are better. They will triple coverage, he's throwing it. But he didn't do that this game because he saw that, it was about to be a really bad game if he tried. Sadly, Lamar was off his game pretty badly. Like he missed open touchdown. He threw a pick that made no sense. Like he just wasn't bad. I would give it to him on that final drive. He did his thing.
It was money.
He just run the ball to field goal range, and then Justin Tucker automatic put us in there. So it was a good game all around. We lost our starting free safety, Marcus Williams, who just signed from New Orleans. He dislocated his wrist, so he's on IR. So the rookie is going to have to step up. So we'll see how it goes. So I'm a little nervous, especially playing the. Luckily, the Giants don't have a much of a pass game, so we can crowd the box and try and deal with Saquon and see how it goes. But I'm not too confident about this game in the Meadowlands this coming Sunday. But I'm glad that we got to beat the Bengals. I think the second game they're going to really bring it, and that's going to be exciting. But this was a typical Baltimore game, just hard-nosed, hard fight. Just never quit and keep going. And our coach decided to ignore analytics and kick the field goal. But it also proved why he goes with analytics, because after we kicked the field goal and they got the ball, they just went down and scored. So he was like, that is why I go for the score, because this is what happens when you do that. But we were still able to win, so I'll take it. And we had some injuries. Our left tackle came back. He was on a pitch count, Ronnie Stanley, so he was in and out. But he looked good. The running game is coming along. JK is picking it up a little bit every week. So I think by week 10, we should be a top 5, top 10 running team. Lamar has had a slump the last couple of weeks, but I think he has a bounce back coming up soon. So hopefully Meadowlands, he'll do something out there. Because the last time I think he was at the Meadowlands, he had fun. I think he had a Jackson 5 even. So we'll see. But yeah, that was Sunday Night Football, man. We'll take the win, but it wasn't pretty.
Yeah, I feel it was good. It was a good, tough, especially it's a division game. So get it how you can, man. So
yeah. I was very impressed we shut down their running game, because our pass defense has been horrendous for the first 4 weeks. So I was very happy we were able to shut down Joe Burrow.
How is JPP just getting off his couch and just racking up sacks like that, man?
Their O-line is pretty terrible.
Man,
he's on that Dwight Freeney mode, huh?
Lyle Collins.
I saw him on the sideline. Well, I forget why. Was he hurt?
Bro, thank you, Jerry.
I know, right?
Jeez. Remember when he said he was going to be the personal protector for Joe Burrow, got the tattoo and everything?
Yeah. You know none of that shit ever works out.
He's got Joe Burrow looking like Macaulay Culkin.
Jeez, man.
Home Alone.
Home Alone.
Nah, but I mean, you guys, that's why you pay Tucker that money, man.
Yeah, money man.
Yo.
Or the Mr. Automatic out there, dog.
Yeah.
Apparently there was a rumor like a season somewhere that some teams were offering a first round pick for Tucker.
A first round pick for who?
For Justin Tucker.
Yeah, that makes sense somewhat.
But we'll rather kill him before we trade. We'll kill him before we trade him.
Yeah, it'll make no sense. Based on how your team is built, it won't be smart.
Yeah.
And you never know. He might go somewhere else and suck like Mike Vanderjagt did. Remember that shit?
Mike Vanderjagt was on the decline before the Cowboys picked him up, though. So that's why we were like, we'll just go for Vinatieri. And Vinatieri helped us win that chip.
Yeah, Vinatieri's been clutch, man.
He's the most clutch kicker.
So I was planning to talk about how Mark Andrews is the best tight end in the league. Kelsey happened yesterday, so we just let that go.
Yeah.
Crazy work.
Shut up.
Bro, I was going up against Kelsey in fantasy football, my other league.
So was I.
Yeah.
He kept catching those touchdowns. I'm like, what the heck is wrong with this defense?
Fun fact that I read yesterday. Baby. Until yesterday's game, the lowest amount of yards a player had with 4 touchdowns was 98. This man did it with 25 yards.
I'm like, that DC needs to get fired.
Yeah, don't you remember at one point when like Jerome Bettis had 3 touchdowns, 2 yards rushing or something?
Yeah, I know.
so was Mark Jacobs used to do that a little bit sometimes. But yeah, Jerome Bettis was definitely.
The hell is Mark Jacobs?
Brandon Jacobs.
Isn't Mark Jacobs like a designer or some shit?
Right. Yeah, he's a designer. Yeah. Brandon Jacobs is what I meant. Well, but yeah.
Right. You guys in the division?
Yeah, they're in the lead now, right?
Yeah, we're in the lead, but I don't know if we can hold it.
You don't have to worry about the Steelers.
Oh,
A terrible towel is going to be white soon.
It's gonna be white as hell.
Listen, Pittsburgh, no matter what they're going through, when they get to Baltimore, they find something. So I'm not gonna talk shit just yet.
When do y'all play them for the first
I
time?
don't know, down the line.
Yeah, that's like
Oh,
2
back,
wins right
back
there.
maybe
Man.
when they get like somebody back healthy.
Yeah.
They need TJ. They need TJ. Without him, it's.
But that with that offense, their offensive the Steelers' offensive coordinators.
This is what drives me crazy. Look at what Bills did to them. And we had the Bills in a 17-point hole 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But I feel
We
like the
could easily be
Bills.
5-0.
Like they say,
We could
Like
easily
they
be
say,
5-0.
it's week to week in the NFL, man.
Rex,
Really is.
we lost to the Bears and the fucking Broncos.
Well, it was a
We could
monsoon.
be 5-0.
Oh, you lost to the Broncos. What the hell? How?
We did lose to the
Because
Broncos.
Jimmy ran out of the end zone.
Jimmy
ran out of the end
Jimmy
zone.
That's
pulled
why
out a
they say
loss
it's
to
week
you.
because dog, the Broncos, dog.
No, and Bears.
Jimmy pulled
Damn,
out a
that
loss
hurt.
to you, man.
Yeah, man. All
Jimmy
right,
had the first 8-point play against a team I've ever seen.
right. All right, let's jump to the other joints. Green Bay in England versus the Giants. My man Saquon was putting in some crazy work in the open field. I saw him break somebody's ankles.
Jeez.
Good gracious.
Oh my God.
Jeez.
But the Packers had a lead, and they allowed these guys to come back. And
I mean,
all I was seeing was tip balls, pause. That led to some interceptions and game-winning drive. Oh,
Speaking
game-winning
of that,
stop.
did you see what happened on the Giants sideline?
What happened?
Yo, when we run dude down.
Yo, didn't you see the trainer? Man's pants was halfway
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
Oh,
It's like, what
Mad.
the hell are they doing?
yeah.
This shit don't smell like fish and chips for nothing out here, right?
That was an impressive win by the G-men. Like,
But I mean, the G-men are well coached.
I hope, like I called it at the beginning of the year. If they don't even win the division, they gonna be.
I said they were also going to be good.
Yeah, they
'cause-
gonna
I
be.
laughed at you. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Nah,
I didn't
'cause-
believe it. I didn't
Yeah.
believe it.
Now the GM and the coach, you could tell from the off-season moves. alone.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
When
they had
when I
their
saw
head
the
on
line
straight.
was a little bit better,
Yeah.
considerably better, I was like, yeah, Saquon is gonna be back with those
Well, hold on. Who have they played this season? Like rundown of who they've played.
I mean, they beat Titans. They beat Green Bay. They beat Washington. Wait, did they play Washington?
I think so.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
They only lost is to the Cowboys.
Yeah, and was that a blowout or close? It was close, right?
It was close.
23-16.
Yeah.
So have they played a legitimate like quarterback? Well, outside of Aaron Rodgers, have they played a legitimate quarterback yet? Because Aaron Rodgers, I think they're fish and chips in London at him.
Yeah.
Well, they banned ayahuasca in London, so he was
Yeah. Because this Sunday they get to face Lamar, so let's see what they're really about.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I would
you also
say
get, you also
I
get to
would
face
say-
Saquon.
I was about to say they have
caveat.
played some legit defensive lines and still been able to
on
do their
some
thing,
on
so-
some real stuff
So, yeah.
in the NFC, if there's any team I'm afraid of in the NFC East, is the Giants.
They're the
Seriously.
fact that they've been able
They
to run the
are
ball.
sneaky. They are sneaky. Like they will sneak up on you. Literally.
I think Giants play the Eagles tough as Washington plays Dallas tough for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah,
why.
yeah, that's true. That's true. And like, just Rex brings up a point, but I also to counter that point, they played some pretty good defensive lines.
Yeah,
and
that's
still
what I'm
been able to
saying.
do their
They-
thing. So like, I mean,
Ah,
yeah.
they're well coached.
And that's the
Yeah.
only mobile quarterback the Cowboys have faced so far. Like literally. Yeah.
Are you talking about? Are you talking about this week, upcoming week again, or what are you
Nah,
trying to say?
that's the only mobile quarterback the Dallas Cowboys have faced, is what I'm trying to say.
And what are we facing next? He's mobile, right?
Okay.
It's a whole different quarterback, man. Stop. It's not Friday yet.
Not
Man,
Friday.
brought it up.
It's not Friday.
I'm just saying.
You just brought it up.
Danny Dimes is probably the only mobile quarterback. Like, he's good.
No,
From a mobile
He's a good
standpoint.
scrambler. Yes,
He's a good scrambler.
He's a
Sneaky
decent.
fast.
He's similar to Tony Romo, but not really Tony
No,
Romo.
he's
Like,
faster
just-
than Tony.
No, he's faster than Romo.
He's faster than Tony.
Romo has good pocket.
That's what I'm saying,
awareness.
sneaky, because a lot of teams
Yeah.
won't see him as somebody who scrambles that much, but this dude is a scrambler.
Yeah.
Dog, the man was 4'8". What are we talking about? He's fast. He's not a
He's
slow
fast.
guy.
Yeah.
Nobody thinks slow. He's not sneaking on anybody. We saw
No,
him run.
a lot of defenses, except defenses in the division. A lot of defenses, when they prepare for Danny Dimes, they don't prepare for Danny Dimes, the
Using
scrambler
his
or the
feet.
guy that can beat you
Yeah.
with his feet. He was sneak. That's what I'm saying. They are sneaky. He will sneak up on you.
Yeah. Next game, Jacksonville loses to Houston 6-13. Fun fact: Jacksonville has not beaten Houston in like 6 consecutive games.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I should have known that. I didn't know that, and I would have picked Houston that. But yeah, they let that one go. And Houston beat him.
Trayvon Lawrence, man, what's going on?
He only plays well against the Colts.
I think it's just.
No, real talk. He's had a very subpar 2.25 seasons, except when he plays the Colts. But I mean, we'll see.
This is season.
Is Trayvon Walker?
Was that
Is it Trayvon Walker? You said
Lawrence?
Oh,
This is
Lawrence.
second season.
Lawrence? Yeah, I said season and a
It's a
quarter.
good season, but it's a new
Oh.
system too.
Yeah, I said season and a quarter. He's been subpar. Like he hasn't been really great.
Nah, he hasn't.
Who, Trevor Lawrence?
A lot of
Yeah.
his stats are boosted because of him.
I mean, he's
Like,
good
if
in
you
the
take away
red
our
zone,
games,
but
He's not playing like a first round pick, but
he's
I
good
mean,
in the
early.
red zone. But it's something about I don't know if it's
Early.
coaching or it's early though. I mean, Doug.
Yeah.
I feel like Doug Peterson's going to do wonders with him, but I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. Then we got Tampa 21, Atlanta 15, division game. Tom,
Bullshit call at
That's
the
a
end.
BS call, man.
That
yeah,
was, it's too many
ultimately
BS
cost them
calls.
potentially winning that game.
Yeah.
And then
It
Tom
cost them,
Brady
it
tried to
cost
kick
them.
him in the dick.
Try to,
Yeah.
He did
And
try to kick him.
ironically, that same play happened yesterday, and they let it slide.
Oh no! Even that one, it was literally like he fumbled before he even got on.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Yeah.
No. I'm not even talking about that play. I'm not even talking about
Mahomes
that
got
play.
sacked the same
Yeah.
exact way.
Same
Brady
exact
got
way.
sacked.
Same
And they let it
exact
go.
way.
Exactly, and there
they
was
let
no
it go.
flag.
Hey, what's
Brady
different?
Jarrett, yeah.
The
Tom
QB.
Brady.
Mahomes
Jarrett.
well-
Brady snapped Brady.
Not
Well,
Brady,
Mahomes is better than
and-
Brady now.
But Mahomes is
What?
It's a black man in a white man's world.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm just
Yeah.
I don't want to say it, but yeah, it's the other part.
Yeah. Yeah. Next game. Browns 28, Chargers 30. You know what's crazy?
Chargers head coach.
Herbert.
Not
So
just
they need to
that.
fire that guy, not because they're
Not-
not doing what they need to
not
fire
just
him
that.
because he's gonna cost them games.
Yeah.
Back.
Not
Who,
just
Joe
that.
Staley?
The fact that they're so injury depleted and they're still sneaking wins. I'm curious to see how they do things when everybody starts coming
Their
back.
coach will fuck it up.
Yep.
Exactly. The coach is gonna screw them
That's
over.
a defense.
We'll see.
Wait, so I'm
He's
also curious.
with me.
Who calls the plays for the Chargers on the offense? Because I don't know if it's Joe Staley or their OC. Because I thought
It's
I thought-
Brandon Staley. Joe Staley's
Brandon
my
Staley,
Staley.
sorry.
Oh, yeah,
Brandon
Joe Staley's your
Staley.
lineman.
yeah, Brandon. I don't know if it's Brandon
He's-
Staley
he's
because
a
he's a
defensive
defensive
coordinator.
player. Yeah,
He's a defensive coordinator.
He's a defensive guy, but he gives the green light for the phone calls.
He calls all those fourth down stuff, man.
You know,
it's weird because sometimes I
you're
see him
supposed
calling
to
plays
do it
on
in
the
such a
offensive
way
field.
that
So-
it comes as a surprise. But when you do it every week and people expect it, it's just part of your game. Like it's not a surprise anymore. Teams are ready for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
But
they're winning.
Chargers-
Somehow, some way, they're winning. So
But they haven't fixed that run defense though.
And Herbert's
they
still
haven't.
hurt. And
They
Herbert's
haven't.
still hurt, isn't he?
who?
Herbert, he's still hurt, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be
He's
one of
not-
those throughout, but he's still playing.
Six
He's
weeks
still launching
probably.
He's,
More importantly, a
hurting
lot
me
of
in
his
fantasy.
receivers are out. Like he's missing like 2 or 3 receivers.
Keenan Allen is out. He's been out for like 3 games.
Yep.
Already.
I forget who else. I know they
I
lost
think-
Guyton for the year. Is
Guyton was going for the year.
is the-
I think
is Mike
it's
Adams still
Parham
there?
Is Parham
Mike Williams is
playing?
playing,
Yeah,
yeah.
Parham isn't back.
Palmer?
Isn't back.
Parham not back either, right?
Yeah,
Palmer's back. Everett is probably gonna play.
Everett is
Right,
the
yeah.
replacement tight end. Yeah, but they're using Palmer. I think Palmer is like the fifth string. He's a good receiver too, but he's not like.
But man, the Browns, man, how many times they gonna lose like this?
Jacoby Brissett, bro. I keep telling you, I like the guy.
Man,
but
Brissett is doing his job. It's not on Brissett.
He did his part.
It's the defense.
Brissett is doing his job.
It's the defense.
yeah, I guess.
It's the defense.
I mean, that kicker, man. Come on, bro.
Oh yeah, they missed the kick.
That kicker, man.
Missed the kick. Otherwise, they would have won, right? Yeah.
Fuck, they might be picking up Dickerson or whatever his name is. If Jake Elliott comes back,
Blankenship is still out there.
Blankenship.
We just signed
we
just signed a kicker off of the Rams practice squad over Blankenship.
Wow. Yeah, Blankenship is
Jenkins is probably gonna get picked up if Jake Elliott.
What was his
plays
quote
on Sunday
before the season started again?
Was that
Blankenship? What was his quote?
I forget what he's some cocky shit. It was funny.
It was hilarious.
How did he go from like Pro Bowler to like getting released?
Who's that?
He can't see
Blankenship. His first season, he was like automatic.
Nah, he was never automatic.
Really?
He's never automatic.
I thought he was.
He's never automatic. He made like his first season. He made like one or two really big kicks, and he was one of those success stories. But his kicking percentage has always been suspect. Matter of fact, this first season was part of the reason we lost to the Bills. We probably could have won that game if he had made his kicks. He missed like 2 or 3 kicks in that game, and we still lost by 3 points.
You've got one.
He made his kicks.
To be fair, I think it was Buffalo because when we went there, Tucker also missed a couple kicks in that same playoff the following week. So I think it was just Buffalo. It was just a bad time for kickers.
But what kind of kicks were they?
What do you mean?
Like were they like chip shots or like kicks? Because he missed some chip shots.
Yeah, Tucker missed a chip shot too.
Okay, he missed like 2 or 3 chip shots, which was very, very makeable. How was the weather like when you played them?
It was so long ago, I don't remember.
Yeah,
I just remember he missed a couple kicks.
There wasn't really any excuse for his misses that game. But he that continued on in his career. The problem is in practice he makes everything, and then game time is, I guess, but that's not either there. He's gone, so it's cool. Fucking Saints won 39-32 against the Seahawks after I gave up on them.
Yo, Gino balled though. Gino did his thing.
But
Taysom Hill.
Yeah. Okay, Taysom Hill.
Can you turn down your Pornhub, please?
All right.
Yeah,
Washington 17, Tennessee 29. I heard Washington shoulda coulda won, and then Carson
should have won, yeah, but Wentz happened.
Carson
did something.
He pulled a Russ.
I heard his coach threw him out of the bus.
Big time.
Yeah.
You must take a cue from.
It's not throwing under the bus if it's obvious.
Nah, but it's just. I mean,
you still don't say that.
You don't see it. You don't throw it.
He's tired. The man had cancer. He survived cancer. Now Carson Wentz is going to finish him off.
He's hoping to just get fired because he does not want to work.
Saying, like you're like
he's probably not going to get fired.
Getting something like that.
Washington is
just accelerating your trajectory to being fired.
No, but he wants to get fired, but they're not going to fire him because they're not nobody's going to take that job.
Nobody,
No, they need to fire him.
They're gonna pull. Whoever takes that job is gonna pull a Hugh Jackson and say, "I want Carson out that building."
Actually, his defensive coordinator might take Dario. Dario might take the job if they fire him. He's already said some very Washington-like statements in the offseason. So
yes, I remember that. I remember that.
But I mean, to be fair though, he's messed up on quarterbacks a lot since he became head coach.
Ron Rivera.
Yeah,
Ron Rivera. The thing is this. I mean, yeah, he's a defensive-minded coach, but I feel like when he came to Washington, he should have just given Cam Newton a chance. Like, dude, that's who you've known for years, and you've been successful. Y'all know each other. Like, dude, it's like he was trying to get away from the norm, what he knows, and now it's kicking him in the face.
Forget that. He didn't even have to go get Cam Newton. He didn't even need to do that. They should have just kept working with Taylor Heineke. I don't know why they decided to replace Heineke.
The quarterback
wouldn't have-
passed away.
Listen,
I wouldn't have.
I wouldn't have gone to take
Quarterback
Cam.
passed away.
Why wouldn't I
quarterback
go
that passed
to take
away.
Cam?
The kid from Ohio State.
This guy.
Yeah.
Haskins.
Oh, Haskins.
Haskins, Dwayne Haskins.
Haskins, just give him some time to develop.
Yeah, I agree
They,
with
they
that.
got rid of him because of a lot of off the field.
Yeah,
stuff.
but those are fixable.
Yeah,
things.
those are fixable
Why
stuff.
do you call
Nah,
those
but
things
also
off the
wait.
field?
But this is the thing with Haskins, different from other quarterbacks. Haskins is from the area. Certain things you can't keep him away of. It's different from like
I guess
Michael
it makes
Vick,
sense.
for instance, where you could have kept him on a straight path because he's not from Atlanta, so everything is like Haskins knows where to go.
No, but
mean,
I think we're blowing this.
It was-
Haskins leading to this whole Haskins thing. It's not like Haskins had a history of this shit prior, right?
Right.
He's a very
Yeah.
coachable guy. So I think if you had good leadership in your locker room and a good, like, straight, level-headed coach, things could have.
They didn't give him enough time.
but this,
When he
but
went
this
to
is the
Pittsburgh-
NFL too.
when he
They
went to
don't- they don't
Pittsburgh,
give him
everybody
time.
in Pittsburgh had nothing but good things to say about him. So
Yeah.
I don't believe that. No, they could have, if they had patience, they could have.
They
taken
could have.
their time
Well,
with him.
But
that's
see
not
who's the
fair.
coach
That's
in
not
Pittsburgh.
fair.
See who's the
Because,
coach in Pittsburgh.
sometimes the adversity of losing his job in Washington might have made him straighten up in Pittsburgh. So
Why didn't they just bench him then? Why did they have to release him?
They benched him and they released him.
They
Thank
benched
you.
him
They should
before.
just benched him. Then
Yeah.
you
They
then you
benched
would
him
have known
and they
that, oh shit,
released
my
him the
job is at
moment he
stake.
went out.
They did.
Well,
Nah, I thought they didn't give him a fair shot.
Release
Yeah,
him.
I
by-
agree with you. They didn't give him a fair shot.
You're right.
Didn't give him a
I
fair
agree.
Well,
shot.
he didn't get a fair shot either, but he was also in Washington. He was making a lot more money than he was making in Pittsburgh, and he was spending it. And I mean, who the hell how many strippers did he have to his
That's
room
what
after a
that's
loss?
what I'm that's
Bro,
what I'm trying
you're
to say.
Jimmy,
Like, it's
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Quarterback
That's
was in the
what
strip
I'm
club too. What are you talking about? Jay Lawrence is in the strip club too. What you talking about, dog? Why is that even an
saying. Yeah,
offense?
but Jimmy took him to the
No.
strip club, and after that, he got
Sometimes
hurt.
when you have
He probably told him bounce on
dumb
that
shit.
joint.
Like,
Jimmy
I
probably
don't
told him
understand.
to bounce
It's
on
not
that
like he
joint
was
so he
doing
breaks
anything
his ankle.
illegal.
But losing your but losing your paycheck, and you're like, oh shit, this one I just lost a zero on this motherfucker. Let me straighten the fuck out before I have to go get a real
Well,
job.
You have to remember that part of the problem was that it was a pandemic year and he was out in public with no mask, putting his teammates at risk, knowing he has a coach who just survived cancer. So it was all those things.
Exactly.
Those
Yeah.
things,
Right, but
fair,
they just
fair,
cut
but
him.
I still believe he didn't get
Yeah.
a fair shot.
He didn't get
No,
a fair
they
shot.
overreacted.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, even though it wasn't illegal, the things he were doing was putting people at risk. You forget that this was a time where we
No.
thought COVID was killing people like
Yeah,
aggressively.
no,
So
facts,
like,
facts.
Yeah,
facts.
yeah.
Also keep in mind this: the previous regime did not want him. So Jay
Yeah,
Gruden didn't want
yeah,
him. He was
that's
Dan
true.
Snyder's pick.
That's true. They didn't
So
want him.
even
That's
Ron
true.
Rivera too coming in, it's like a lot. That's why I say a lot of coaches, a lot of smart coaches prefer to come in and either bring their quarterback or draft somebody that they know is coming under their tutelage.
I wouldn't
This
have gone for
wasn't
Cam
one of-
though. I wouldn't have
What?
gone for Cam because Cam was part of the reason he ended up getting fired. Why would you go back that route? I wouldn't have done that.
I mean,
I don't know if Cam
my
was the
thing is,
reason
if I'm a
why.
Commanders fan, I'm pissed off at Rivera because you're the one bringing in all these quarterbacks. You brought in Alex Smith. We lost picks for that. You brought in Fitzmagic. That didn't work out.
Yeah.
Taylor Heineke didn't work out. Now you've traded for Carson Wentz, and you're out here talking about it's Wentz's fault, bro. How many quarterbacks?
you're absolutely right. Absolutely right. There
Wentz is
were
not-
a lot
Wentz
of
is not
different ways you
coachable.
could have played this quarterback situation.
Yeah.
You could have said coaching. A very well experienced coach would have said, "I gotta coach better."
Exactly. How are you going to throw him
you
under
can't.
the bus?
You're saying it's the quarterback. I mean,
I'm telling you, that's like the
and
quickest
already-
recipe to get fired.
He wants to
Not
get
only
fired.
that-
He wants to
no.
go. He wants to retire and go chill.
But
He doesn't want to coach
Dan
anymore, and
Snyder's not
Snyder
gonna
won't let
fire
him
him.
go.
No,
But
that
it-
Snyder
it
is
is
already
the-
under the magnifying glass. He's not gonna fire him.
Yeah.
Nah, he's
Yeah.
not
Snyder
gonna
does
fire.
not
And he's a
care.
minority. Yeah. Not only that, but with Carson, keep in mind his confidence was shook after Nick Foles took his place. So you're gonna do this to him too? It's like, dude,
Yeah.
you're killing his confidence.
Anyway, let's talk
Anyway,
about
yeah.
my favorite
Yes.
quarterback in the NFL,
Jets 40. Fins
Zach
17.
Milson.
Yo.
Zach
Yeah.
Milson.
Milson.
Jets are doing their thing, man. I'm happy for Robert Saleh. 'Cause
Yeah,
it was
same
one
here,
person I didn't want to get fired.
Yeah. Shout out to Mino Sensala. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wanna
Yeah,
happy
and
for
Bryce
Jets
Bryce
for
Hall did his
releasing
thing too.
Kevin
He played ball this game.
Yeah, I need to stop playing him in fantasy.
Brees
man.
Hall,
Is it Brees? Is that how it's
Yes.
pronounced?
the rookie
Brees.
running back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brees.
Brees.
Okay, it's Brees. Okay. Yeah, he played well. Played really
Yeah.
well.
He broke
and-
like 5 million tackles on one play, man.
Yeah, real poor
Amazing.
tackling, but he was also a little shifty here and there. So
Yeah.
Big
Zach
him up.
Milson, baby. Zach Milson, comeback player of the year. Zach Milson.
yeah, man.
Hey, Flacco played well too when he was in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for 2
You gotta
quarters.
respect that, man. He got y'all the Super Bowl.
Yeah. All right, Pittsburgh 38. Sorry,
Jeez, Louise.
Buffalo 38. Pittsburgh 3.
Why do we even need to talk about this?
Thank you, Josh Allen. Thank you for my
That
fantasy.
was that like yeah, that was just
Like, what's happened to Tomlin, man?
Yeah.
This might be his first losing season, I think.
But like his
Yeah,
defense is
I
not
mean,
the same.
Yeah.
For some stupid reason, my brother, who's a big Steelers fan, is like, I don't understand why we get these knockoff bootleg piece of crap coordinators instead of looking for somebody that's a legit offensive mind or a defensive mind. Their defense hasn't been the same since LeBeau left.
Exactly.
It's serviceable,
But isn't
But
Tomlin
they're
a defensive guy?
huh?
Isn't Tomlin a defensive guy?
He's a
He is.
defensive guy. Yeah,
He is, huh?
He was a defensive backs coach for
Yeah, it was
a head coach for so long now, but he was a wide receiver in college.
I
So
think he
had
was a
mindset
DC
of
as
both.
well. And he was a DC Minnesota.
Yeah.
Wasn't he the DC before he came
Yeah.
to Pittsburgh?
But their offensive, it's offensive.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I
His
ran
dad.
into a kid at Sam's whose dad was a Steelers fan, and I was like, "Oh, y'all starting Kenny Pickett?" And he told his brother, "Open your palms." And he opened it. He's like, "This is how big Kenny Pickett's hands are." I'm like, "Damn." His
Yeah,
dad,
that's
his,
small hands.
his dad had to tell him, like, "Be nice." Oh my God.
Kenny two gloves.
Man, he should have
I
been
think the issue is
DB.
bigger than Pickett, though.
But yo, it's way bigger than Pickett. But yo, look at
That
this
O-line.
game. There's one play that tells you what Pittsburgh is, if you ask me. The 50, I think it was a 58-yard touchdown to Gabe Davis, the one in the end zone where he caught it with Minka. Minka is a safety. Minka is one of the best safeties in the NFL.
Yeah.
And he just got out-muscled by a receiver that he's got at least 15 pounds on. That tells you that's all you need to know about them. The dog is gone. They didn't have the dog to fight in that game.
Yeah.
They didn't have
Without
it.
TJ Watt, they have no fight.
Nah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I think they also need to, in terms of off season and drafting and free agency, they probably need to focus on their O line because I don't think they
Yeah, the O line is suspect, especially
And
Exactly.
let go of the
Yeah.
pass. Cam
after
Hayward.
Pouncey retired. I think it's just gone downhill.
Big
Yeah.
Ben probably like,
every year though.
hey, it
All they
wasn't
do
my
is game
fault.
Big Ben elevated the game because even Big Ben's
Yeah.
last season, Pouncey wasn't
No,
there,
that's what I'm
and you
saying.
could see
Yeah.
the
Big
decline.
Ben
All
probably
teams
like,
do now
y'all
after
blaming
last
me.
season is game plan for
Mhm.
Harris because they know that's all they have. So he's
because they have the
I mean,
weapons.
Deontay Johnson is good.
he's
No,
been
they have
fighting.
ballers. They just can't get the
Yes.
ball to them. Because
Yeah, but I'm saying like, if you notice,
the scheme
like,
is bad.
yeah, he still gets the bulk of the touches, and teams are very much aware of it. So his production this year is not even close.
Who?
they can trade Pickens.
Najee Harris.
Najee Harris, yeah.
Like, yeah,
that
Cliff.
guy's killing him.
I mean, they have.
Is Claypool healthy this season? I feel like I haven't seen him all
He is,
season.
but he's
Yes.
out. They're taking him out the game. Like,
Yeah, Pickens is starting to play over him.
It's more,
Yeah, because also Pickens practiced more with Pickett as well, so
Man,
a little bit of a
should
chemistry.
have been a DB, man. Can he pick it? Yes, he can.
Yeah.
Can he
Can
pick
he
it?
pick it?
Yes, he can. Can he
I know with
pick
those
it?
small hands.
All
Real small.
right, Minnesota 29, Chicago 22. You just attribute that to a division game. They always, division games are
Chicago
should have won that one.
man.
division games. Either way.
Oh,
what do
FYI, Jefferson's back, baby.
I didn't even see the highlights of that one. He was
Oh, he was
balling, huh?
yakking it out there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chicago is another team that needs help.
Yeah.
Eberflus, man.
Eberflus. Shout out to Eberflus. And yeah, self-explanatory. It was a division game, and it was close, and the better team won. Is what it is. Last one, the Monday Night Thriller. Kansas City 30, Raiders 29, and yeah, my man's about to get a lawsuit and some charges pressed against him.
Lawsuit
Devontae.
charges. He should have just. I mean, the thing is, he should have just turned around and apologized. Like, dude's talking about he felt bad after he walked.
Bro,
away.
nah, it's
Bro,
too
no,
late,
you-
man.
It's
You
too
touched
late.
me.
You should have done it on the spot.
You put your paws on me, man. I gotta get paid.
Paws on him. It's curtains.
I gotta pay.
Yeah.
Gotta get paid, man.
Yeah, I gotta get paid. I gotta
You
get
might
paid.
not even
He
be
ain't
able to play
getting
in
paid.
Kansas City, man.
He ain't getting paid. Show me an injury. Don't make me get legal on this bullshit.
Well, he went to the hospital, so he's got.
Yeah.
He called the police.
Yeah,
He
I can
went
go to the
police.
hospital. I could go to the
He went to the
hospital right
police.
now.
Nah, but he went to the
That's
police.
assault.
That's
We
it.
don't know.
That's assault.
That's criminal. That ain't civil. He ain't getting paid.
You settle out of court.
You settle out of court.
Exactly. You don't want that joint going.
More than
on.
likely.
Right?
Now,
I
that
would
shit
be
ain't gonna
surprised.
happen because he's right there. He's in the Raiders uniform. He's on the field of his employment. It's gonna get covered by the Raiders lawyers. Easy.
Oh, true.
Can we talk about the game a little
Yeah,
bit?
but they're not gonna go if they're suing him. They're going after him, not after the Raiders.
Anyway, this is a game that
Yeah.
the Raiders could have easily won.
Yeah,
I don't know about easily, but they could have won.
I
Yeah.
thought they were gonna win. Honestly,
You would think they
Really,
would cover.
that's
it.
Mahomes. Unless you have 30
they could
points.
have easily won if they had
Mahomes is
played the
not
game
done.
well. They had a substantial lead, and if
At
you're well
halftime,
coached,
yeah.
you should have won that game. Honestly,
Bro, it's Mahomes. If it's not 30 points, it's not over.
I get you.
Yo, I saw a stat. This is for you, stats guy. It said Mahomes' win percentage in games when they're down by
Like
double
10 points.
is actually better than Justin
That
Herbert.
Justin Herbert's win percentage total.
Period.
That's
Crazy.
interesting.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's interesting.
But I would say there was a horrible call. This is the first time I've seen a defensive player with a ball in his hand being called for roughing the passer. When he had the ball. I think he was the passer.
Bad.
yo, that
It's a
was
bad
like
call.
I was pissed when and that was not even my team, but I was
What
pissed
was
when I
that?
saw it.
What are these refs doing?
I was like, yo,
I mean, Troy Aikman said, just give him skirts. And now Troy Aikman's
He's in
some
trouble.
hot water.
Yeah.
nah, not even that. The guy literally took the ball from him before he even put it on the ground.
And he braced
Oh, he
himself.
braced it. He actually
Yeah.
braced his weight. He didn't want to.
That was a terrible call.
Terrible.
That was honestly, I don't know. I know Andy Reid was pissed, but I probably would have run onto the field and just
Roughing the passer though, that's
That would have
That
that would have actually put you into more shit if you run onto the field.
there was one
Y'all
call.
imagine Andy
There
Reid
was one
running?
call that the refs missed. That I thought was very egregious. I think they should have called it
What's that?
when the DB on the last play when the DB ran into. Oh wait, no, it wasn't a DB. It was a wide receiver. Shit, my bad. Sorry.
oh, which one? The D Hop one?
When they ran into each other, D Hop was
Man,
not in
what
that
call
game.
was
sir.
that?
I
There
don't
was
know what-
there was one that D Hop.
Someone
Stop saying D-Hop.
Not D Hop.
Devontae.
Devontae. There was one that Devontae slammed the corner, and they called it on the corner.
No, I'm talking
But
about when
he was
Renfro
making
fun
ran
of
into
the
the
last
Renfro
play.
just-
I know the play you're talking about. There was a pass interference before he even slammed him.
Yeah.
The last play.
That running into each other, someone ran the wrong route. It was the right route.
Obviously,
but this
and it was
was-
Renfro. Renfro ran
Yeah,
the wrong route.
Wait, my thing was, what was KC thinking? 4th and 1, 0 blitz. Why?
They
Why do
knew
you
those
think
screw up. They knew those screw up. So they why
No, wait,
bother?
but they did that in the game, and Devontae had like a 50-yarder or something like that on that. Didn't
Well,
it?
it's Devontae.
no,
No matter what
no.
cover you played, he would have got
So
probably
why
got
would you
that.
do it again?
Because we have Mahomes. Like we're not worried. We
That
have
was
Mahomes.
crazy. I mean, they don't have a legit. I mean, I
But
don't
why
wanna
would
say
you
they
go
don't
for
have a legit
2?
running
I
back.
don't get it. Why did he go for 2?
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
gotta
I honestly
run the lead,
think-
man.
I
I
kind of
think-
thought he was in. I mean,
He
it looked
wasn't.
kind of.
No,
He
his
definitely
knee
was
was
not
down.
in.
His
He
knee
was
was down.
definitely
His
not
knee
in.
was down.
Yeah, but why?
I think the Raiders lost this game by poor play calling and
Shout out to
poor
McDaniel.
Game management.
Poor
Game management.
Hold on.
Yeah.
No. That's not fair. That's not fair. That's not fair.
Why?
That's the same game they played that got them up 17 points.
No, but why did he go
No.
for 2? Tie the
No,
game.
no. They had success running the ball and they stopped and then
They-
tried to do
no,
it later.
no.
By that time, they had caught up.
That's not fair. They kept running the ball. At least when they caught up, they went back to the running game. It was successful. That 4th down, that was just stupid.
Why
But
did they go away from that? They had a lead. Why didn't they run then? That's common sense. That's not even like anything like spectacular. Like when you start building a
Close
lead,
the
you
game
start
out.
looking
Yep.
at the clock.
you can't get Derek Carr to the Pro Bowl if you keep running the ball.
But then again, you're supported. But you know what I mean. You're supported by. But knowing that it's like to your statement earlier, it's Mahomes. You want to keep the ball away from Mahomes. Run the ball.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. They screwed up. They
They
screwed up on
should,
that one.
and they were actually having success at 4-man rushing. Like Crosby and what's his face were actually successfully pressuring him from time to
Crosby
time.
is so relentless, man.
So-
that boy's a machine.
That man McDaniels just sucks, bro.
I know, right? I'm like, why go for
Sucks.
2? Because just tie it up. There was so much time on the clock. Mahomes was still going to get it. Even if
Mahomes
you
was
took the
going to
lead.
score 7, so you might as well try it.
I'm
do
like, yeah,
something.
you might as well just tie it up. If you're worried about Mahomes getting it, he's still going to get it.
Yeah, it was peak, man. I mean, I don't know.
Deontay Johnson.
Anyway, that concludes this week. Oh wait! We have a Thursday game. We have a Thursday game.
No, we don't. We have a bye.
We have a bye.
We have a bye. I'm not picking this fucking game. Get out of here.
No, we're picking it. We're picking it. Let's pick it again, man.
As you can see, I already have my pick. I picked the Commanders. If they don't win this game, I'm never picking them again.
I'm picking the Bears.
The Commanders at the Bears.
I'm
They
picking
just
the
have
Bears.
way more talent. I don't care. They both
Can we not
bad teams.
analyze and pretend like we give a shit? I'm picking the Bears. Everybody tell your pick and let's go home, man. This is nonsense.
I got
Wait.
the Commanders.
Where's the game at?
Chicago?
Bears.
I'm picking the Bears.
You got the Bears, Minos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Rex, you got the Bears?
Yeah.
Okay. Abel?
Commanders.
Sorry.
Tie. I'm kidding.
All right. You're not even far off, dog. But yeah, who you got?
Bears.
Bears. Okay.
Redskins always find a way to fuck it up.
That D line will give Justin Fields fits, man.
Yeah, but Carson will keep giving it to his defense, so we're good there.
It's gonna suck.
I think this game Robinson actually has a decent game. Like his first debut game was against a really good run defense. I think this week he should be better. But it's still the Commanders, so who knows? Pick who you got?
I'm similar to Rex. Why are we even picking this? Carson is probably gonna throw some picks, and Washington's defense is probably gonna win them the game. So I'm just gonna go with the Commanders.
All right.
This game is gonna
So
suck.
we got a nice little split, 3-3. Cool. Thank you guys once again for tuning in.
Hey, the picks. The chat.
Oh yeah. That's
Go
right.
through the chat. Y'all in a rush for it's only Tuesday, man.
That's
in a rush to go to Friday. I'm probably gonna go on a date. I'm not going to
No, we're just reviewing last week's picks.
There's a slight. I see. I made one boo boo, so you've tied. This is this week's pick. Ibu actually has 47.
Man. What the heck?
Ibu actually has 47 with Kweku, and Minos and I are tied at
Yeah,
45.
follow me like you do in the division.
Rex is at 36.
Well, yeah, we
and Size
tied.
at 38.
You know what that means?
FYI, the reason why I'm last is because I missed
I
the
get
whole
the
week
title.
of picks. It's not because I suck.
Yeah, he picked a lot of ties last time.
Oh.
So
I did not pick any ties. You guys picked.
you
for me.
picked a lot of ties, though. What you mean? It's on record.
It's kind of messed up that you didn't even pick a Ravens win for me. That's rude.
What you mean?
That's very rude.
You had
I
it.
mean, we
right.
lost, but
Rude,
geez.
dude.
I'll break the tie next week.
Anyway. I think we've taken a lot of other people's time, so
Yeah.
appreciate you
please.
guys once again. Follow us on all platforms. Like, subscribe. Tune in on Friday. We're in for the hot one.
No, it's not a hot one. It's just a regular one.
Oh, it's a hot one.
You better tune in on Friday if you love anything that comes out of this podcast.
It's gonna be a barn burner.
Dallas.
All right, guys.
All right. Got it. That does it. Y'all have a good night. It was good. And like
Turn that shit off.
we're gone.